fellow floss tubers. It's Patty here with episode 112. Today is June the 29th, 2020. On today's show, I have wipgo, I have whips, and I have plans for July. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice. I'm doing water today. Your craft of choice, and let's chat. How was everybody's week? Mine was good. Of course, I had my grocery delivery Wednesday for my mom. And I also went out to her house on Saturday and we cleaned up some of her bathroom and got rid of some stuff. We're not quite ready to get rid of some of his stuff yet, but we're getting there because we really need to get a lot of it accomplished before winter. Because, yeah, I don't want to be going out there and going back and forth in my car trying to get stuff out of there. So we're plugging along with that, and hopefully that will keep going for the next couple of months before the snow flies. So that's that. Friday was good. Little man and I had a really great time. We played and just had a ball. He took a nap. He took a long nap, which was really good because Grandma really could have used that nap earlier in the day, but he took it later in the day, but I still got at least a half an hour. So that really helps. That power nap really helps during the day. So I was able to get that. So, but that was it. Nothing too exciting or dramatic. So shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. Mira Monday is Roses of Provence. I'm stitching this on 32 count pearl gray linen, or Belfast linen. So that is what she is going to look like. And I actually did get some accomplished on this. I've only been stitching, it seems like, at night, but I did get worked more on her bodice, which I'm really happy about. So that is where she's at. So today she'll get worked on, and then I think she gets put away because I think I've already worked on her for wipgo. I'll have to check that out. Maybe in the wipgo section I will look at that. Okay, and then I did not feel like working on a project from my wipgo project on Tuesday, so I pulled out Yellow Submarine by Blackbird Design. I am stitching this on a 32 count Stellar by Picture This Plus that has shrunk down to be about 35 count, so I am doing one thread over 2 strands, so it's 1 over 2. And I was able to do the flower here, and then I started working on the submarine. So I like how that yellow just bang is right there. So I'm really glad I went with a darker fabric. So I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy. Okay, and then on Wednesday, I decided to do my wipgo project, which for this last 2 weeks has been Mother's Arms by Mirabilia, and this is being stitched on 32 count ivory linen. And I got some more of her dress in the bottom done, so I am slowly filling in this area with the pink and a purple. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out. And if you recall, I said that this is July's project. When I get to plans, I will be talking about what I am planning on doing in July with this. So we will set that aside on the other side. Alrighty. So then, after I got kind of bored with that one, I went ahead and pulled out Atlantis by Owl Forest Embroidery. And this is on the kit fabric with the kit floss. So, and it's on a 32 count. And I left the needle because that's actually the needle that was sent with it as well. So, I finished this section here. Yeah, I finished all of that blue there. And then I started working on the motif that was next to it. So, I'm really happy with how that is going. So, I am really enjoying this stitch a lot. And then on let's see, this was Friday night. Yeah, Friday night I pulled out, where is it? Seeking Refuge by Scarlet House. And I am stitching this one on 32 count Platinum by Zweigart. And this is Lugana. I really like Lugana, I have found. So I might start transferring, or start getting more Lugana, because I really do like it. It's easy to see and easy to stitch on. So, ta-da-ta-da! I got the brick all accomplished and started on the black roof. I am so happy with how this stitched up. Because I started it like Friday night and I worked a little bit on it Saturday. So I'm really happy to get that brickwork done. And then the roof to where, I mean, there's windows in the roof, but at least for the next like 3 lines is all black, so it'll be really easy to just pick up and stitch. And I have decided to go ahead and put this, have it say 2020, because it's going to get done in 2020. Even if I am stitching on it New Year's Eve, it's going to get done. But yeah, I love it. I love the brickwork. It's so much fun to stitch. So much fun. I highly recommend that pattern. Okay, and then on Saturday night when I was done stitching that, I went ahead and grabbed, let's see, Autumn Dream by Carriage House, no, not Carriage, Cottage Garden Samplings. Oh my word. And this is the Songbird Garden Series number 11. I like this one because of the bird and the pumpkin. I think that's really cool. And this is stitched on the called for fabric, which is 36 count Sanguine Linen by Weeks Dye Works. And this is the one that I don't like. It's the soft, really, really soft. So I have found if I pull it really tight in the Q-snap, it's easier to stitch it. It doesn't seem to squish the fabric so much, but this is where I'm at. I got a lot done. This leaf and the inside and that part, this here, and a whole bunch of the vine that goes down is what I accomplished on it. So I'm really happy with how that's turning out. Because I had thought about UFOing it, but it called to me. It really did. So, yay for that one. And then, when I got tired of stitching that, I stitched a little bit on it on Sunday as well, but when I got tired of stitching on that, I brought out the Tree of Hope by Mirabilia, which is being stitched on 32 count natural linen by Zweigart. There's the picture. Here it is. So this is what it's going to look like when it is done. And I really am liking this pattern a lot. That's why this one comes out quite a bit. So, I finished all the green. The dark green on this side of the tree, and then I started working on the branches. So you can see that brown for the branches. So, I just love those, the contrast between this really bright green and this really dark green. I think it just pops off the fabric, and I think it's so beautiful. And I cannot wait to get all of this done and then move over to the other side of the tree. So yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so that, my friends, is all that I stitched on last week. I got a lot of stitching accomplished. I was really happy with it. Like I said, I wasn't stitching a lot during the day. I was cleaning the house, or at my mom's, or watching Little Man, or watching TV, or playing. I've been playing a lot of Animal House. Not Animal House. Animal Crossing. Sorry. I don't know why Animal House popped out, but Animal Crossing. So, yeah. I haven't been stitching a lot. That's okay. I did get it. I touched a lot of projects. I should be happy with that, and I am. So, time for a drink. And I think I'm going to talk about my Mirror Monday projects. So hold on. And I'm back. So as I was saying, I was going to talk to you about my Mirror Monday for July. So I think for July, what I'm going to do is do an every other week between the Mother's Arms and Christmas in London, which is right here. Christmas in London. I think that since July is Christmas in July, or Jolly July, or whatever they call it, I call it Christmas in July, I'm going to sprinkle in some Christmas stitching. So this one will probably start the next Monday, and then I'll go back to Mother's Arms. So I will show you where I am at on this project. I'm not very far on this one, and I really want to start working on it more. So here is where I'm at. And this is 32 count opalescent white. So there we go. And I'm really happy with this, and I really want to stitch it. So it's going to come out for Christmas in July. Every other Monday. I'm happy about that decision. So you'll be seeing this one and Mother's Arms, and that way I won't get so burnt out on Mother's Arms. And I think that will work really well. Okay, and then the other Christmas things I'm going to sprinkle into Christmas in July will be this stocking for the littlest man. And I think it's going to be so cute. So I want to get this done before Christmas. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to at least work on this once a week for the near future until it's done. Because this one will be in July, like I said, until December. It'll be sprinkled in. Maybe on a Saturday or Sunday I'll sprinkle this one in so that I can get a lot of work done on that. And I'm also going to pull back the Santa of the Forest, which is being stitched on 32 count natural by MCG Textiles. Because I know I won't be able to get this done this year, but maybe next year is a goal for it. So, and that's where this one is at. And this is also a perfect segue to say, when I pulled wipgo for June, I don't know what I did. I was supposed to pull square 17, which was actually Nantucket Rose, and I pulled square 16, which was Santa of the Forest. So this one actually was not supposed to be worked on this month. Oops. So I went ahead and just switched the up. So when 16 comes up, it will be Nantucket Rose instead of Santa of the Forest. Oops, I guess I should pay closer attention to my numbers. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. So, speaking of wipgo, Jessie Marie pulled the numbers early, so we know, a day early, so we knew on Friday what our numbers were going to be. So my two projects, after I double checked them, I did, is going to be, let's see, Blossom Goddess by Mirabilia. So, and this is on Touch of Yellow by Witchelt. And that's where she is at right now. And I think this one will be the first 2 weeks of July, and the second 2 weeks of July is going to be Seaside Kingdom. And I am stitching this one on, let's see, where is that sticky? I usually put it somewhere where I can find it, and I don't know where it's at. So I may have to come back to that another time unless it's, no. That's really crazy that it's not on the mat. And I don't see it anywhere in here. Oh, there it is. Sorry. This is 32 count doubloon Belfast by Picture This Plus. And this is where I'm at on it. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's see. Well, I got quite a bit done. Oh, there's even some way down here. I didn't realize it. So there's where I'm at on this one. And I'd love to get this one accomplished this year, but I don't think so. This is a stitch for September. This is the September Monday Mirabilia, so it will come back out again in September. So that's exciting. Knitting, didn't do a lot of knitting. I worked on a blueberry hat that's in my car. That's my car project. And I also worked on that shawl a little bit, and I'll show that next time. I figured this one was, what, 16 minutes already, so it's long enough. Or something like that. But anyway, I guess that is it. And thank you all for coming in and checking me out if you're still here after all my babbling. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back week after week. And if you're a commenter, I really appreciate your comments a lot. They mean a lot to me. I like answering your comments, and if I don't see them right away, it's because YouTube is not telling me. And I am really bad about checking that. I mean, I go when YouTube tells me, but sometimes they don't tell me and I don't see them. But, you know, that's life, right? First world problems right here. Anyway, looking around, I don't see anything else to talk about. What are your guys' plans for Jolly July, Christmas in July? Are you going to be doing any Christmas stitching for your July? Let me know down in the comments. I'd really like to know what you're stitching, and if there's something that we can stitch along together, let me know down in the comments. So I guess that's all I have to say today. So I hope that whatever you craft, you crafted to your heart's content, and I will see you next week. Bye.